To Annalise and Nathan. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I believe that's true. There's so many people here that have an impact on both our lives and the life of Annalise and consequently Nathan. So first of all, before I start, I just want to thank you to everybody from Christchurch, from when Annalise in her humble beginnings has so much support, especially from family and godparents, particularly Mark and Kirsten, John and Kath, but also our close friends Chris and Maureen, and many people in Christchurch that are here today. And when she transitioned to Auckland 4 years ago, as much as it ripped my heart out, the thing that gave me so much peace and so much calm was how much she was welcomed here in Auckland. And I want to thank the Coutinho family for how much they have embraced our daughter, how much they love her, and what they have done for her. So much, and especially Nathan, obviously. So we thank you for that, because we know today wouldn't have been the same without such an environment, and also the extended, all the people in Auckland that we've got to meet, that are friends of the Coutinhos, but also friends of ours, that have put a lot of their time, their energy, their commitment to support this incredible couple and have had amazing times with them. So I thank you all, and as a mum, that means the world to me, so I thank you. So just a little bit about Annalise to start with. Did you all know how famous she is? Yes. So first of all, she's got a couple of national titles in gymnastics. And as much as she doesn't really talk about it, because I think anyone that knows Annalise is a humble soul, she's actually really quite extraordinary. She also features in a book, and it's a book that is called Precious Lives. And the reason this book was written, it was for the cystic fibrosis community, and it was designed to give people hope and encouragement and inspiration. And Annalise features in that book as our miracle baby. When I was growing up, I was told at a young age I wouldn't be able to have children. And so with God's grace, a lot of hard work, research, we were able to have our beautiful Annalise, and she becomes an inspiration. Her very name means blessed by God's bounty, and it's a combination of both Tony and my name. My name is Lisa, Tony's full name is Antonius, so the "and" in the Lisa means Annalise. So she is such a beloved, well-longed for, special tribe for us. A little bit more about Annalise. Just moving on. She arrived 2 weeks late, and never one to rush into anything without observing, totally scoping everything out possible before she launches on in, which is a testament to the fact it took her 9 years before this wedding was to take place. So in her younger years, also in between gymnastics, training, school, some really crazy antics with Grace. We were looking at, and also her friend Sophie. They were doing some extraordinary antics when they were younger. It was a lot of her younger years were spent in those years. And but also with that, she spent a lot of time at the hospital when I was having admissions, particularly when I was heading into a double lung transplant. And she became very in awe of the nurses that took care of her, and subsequently became a nurse herself to be able to give that care that was given to me to others. And so Annalise, the patients that are under your care are truly, truly blessed to have you looking after them. So Annalise, Tony and I are exceptionally proud of your courageous, kind and selfless woman that will become, and we love you mostest. I first heard about Nathan, and I was actually recovering in hospital. This was just after double lung transplant, and I needed to spend 3 months up here in care as I recovered. And Annalise had attended a youth conference while she was up here, and I remember getting this really excited phone call from her, And she said, Mum, I've met these extraordinary people up here, this is amazing. And she says, but you know what, there's this guy. And there's a whole lot of group of women, but this guy keeps hanging out with us. I'm not quite sure what his deal is. But then she said, the funniest thing, you know what his dad's name is? I said, well, what is his dad's name? And she said, Neville. Now, anyone that knows us, we have a 3-legged ginger cat called Neville. And honestly, it has taken us years to overcome the fact that when we come to visit us, and we call out Neville for our cat, and
The ginger cat.
I think it's already mentioned, thank you Patrick for this, but when Nathan first visited our home, the first thing he actually saw was a funny sign that had been given to Tony. It was about dads against daughters dating. And I realised from that Nathan has a sense of, not only was he undeterred, but a sense of determination within him that when you know, and that's actually not going to be a deterrent. And one of the things I realised in both of them is even though on the exterior they are kind, they are loving, they are fun, within them is a resilience and a strength that is beyond their years. And they're a force to be reckoned with. They don't waver from what is not right for them. They stick to what is true for themselves. And within both of them, they are strong, but together they are unbreakable. So I thank you, Nathan, for becoming part of our family. You're the son that we never had, and we welcome you to our family. And we thank you for all that you are, and your laughter and your down-to-earth nature has brought us much joy. So thank you, and we honour the both of you today. So thank you.
Thanks, Rob. I'm conscious that Annalise has lost her notes, so out of solidarity, you've got mine, love. This is winging it, but it comes from the heart. Firstly, to the grandparents who are here, not only who are here, but those who have gone before us, just want to thank you for, this is your legacy here, rightly or wrongly. I like to think rightly. This is your legacy. Thank you for your support, your wisdom, and your gift of faith to these two. Secondly, I'd like to thank Father Chen and Father Ben. Both of you have had different parts to play in the growth of these two and their families. I want to thank you for your pastoral support for them, not only through the years, but in their preparation for the sacrament they undertook today. May God bless you. Lastly, I want to thank the group of you outside of you two. So many of you who are parents here will understand the trepidation when your siblings bring around friends, and you're going to listen to them over me? Really? Okay. All right. Okay, well, we've been fortunate that you four on each side have really been able to support, and through the good times and the hard times, you've been able to help them grow, give them advice. I know they probably don't always listen to it, but it's been comforting for us as parents to know that the times when perhaps our voice is waning, theirs is waxing. And so that's been a support for us as parents. Lisa and I were wondering what could we share tonight that would be something you've never heard of before, something perhaps that we centred on. When did we first start to realise that there's a little something special in Annalise's eyes, something going on, we don't quite know what it is. Well, many of you fathers in the room will share the same gift, same talent that I have, and it's the talent of being able to look your daughter in the eye. Without a word, you can understand what's going on. You can sense the emotion, the turmoil. You can sense the panic, the frustration going through them without a word even being spoken. We have that gift. We get it. We understand. So it'll come as no surprise to you that when we were trying to figure out what's going on, it was actually myself rather than Lisa who first realised there's a little something special in Annalisa's life that we don't know about yet. There was a glint in her eye. I perceived that little flutter in the eyelids when the notification went on the phone. You know, the slight colour to the cheeks and increased heart rates. I observed all of that. I had to tell Lisa about it. And nothing was perhaps a better example of this than our room, 2016, October roughly. Our room is right next to Annalisa's. And about 3 a.m. one morning, I can hear Annalise talking. Hang on, there's a boy in there talking as well. What's going on? I don't know, but I feel as the father, I needed to sort it out. I needed to be decisive. I needed to act. So that's exactly what I did. Elise, wake up. Can you go and sort out your boy? There's a boy in there. The armed delegation. Yeah. And that's, for us, made us realise there was a new affection in Annalisa's life. There was a new focus. And that focus had a name, and it was the Liverpool Football Club. Week upon week, they used to, via laptop or the internet, they would wake up 3 a.m. I don't know what time those games on, but they were well earlier than I am now. That much I do know. And they'd watch them together, and they would they'd laugh and giggle and cheer, and this would happen week in, week out. And even the times when Nathan came down, they would get up, and you'd see them in the lounge, and they'd be watching Liverpool play. I'm sorry, Marty, I failed you, brother. I really have. So here we are today, and I'm conscious of the time. Nathan, if there's one thing I'd like to share with you, that after those 5-kilometre walks that Father Tien talked about, I'll be there at the end, okay, to bring you back. But one piece of advice I offer you is if Annalise does something and you just have absolutely no idea where that came from, something out of left field where you wonder, what did I do? Where's she coming from? Resist the urge, okay? Don't go talking to her, and don't go talking to her. You come to me. Between the two of us on our drive back from those 5K walks, we'll try and figure out what the hell it was that you did. Thank you.